Back at it again with another one, and today we're looking at the Nasdaq. If you don't know now, you know. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitter. The handle is SCHMDII, SCHMDII. So as you can see, we took a nice trade here. Shout out to my boy Hydra the Mind. Had a similar trade idea. Great minds think alike. And you can see we took the buy all the way up. Very random trade, but let's look more into it. First and foremost, let's go over some context. It's a big fixture today. CPI plus the FOMC day. For the morning, we had the CPI. In the afternoon, you're going to have the FOMC. So the data came in quite dovish, lower than expected, which is bullish for indices, which is good. Took advantage of that. And you can see just that was the case when the data come out. So I'm just going to zoom into the M15 time frame. So as you can see, this is the 8:30 candle over there. At 8:30 we pushed up. That gap exists, so this volume imbalance exists on the M15, the M5, all the way up to the M1. So I'm looking at price perhaps tapping into that, or getting a reversal prior to FOMC, and then FOMC just sending us up, or the first half of FOMC will send us down towards that volume imbalance, and then the second half will allow us to push up. So that's just what I'm anticipating right now. That's what I'm looking out for, and then we'll see if that's indeed what price will give us. So without going too far, let's go over today's trade idea. I'm going to go over to the M1. Let's zoom into that. So pretty simple situation. We had the expansion move as the data got released, had a bit of a consolidation from about 8:35 all the way up to market open. 9:30 or the 9:30 candle saw us purge buy side. Sell side, my apologies. We took out the stops beneath that low. These would be stops from people looking to buy, they'll be trailing their stops if they perhaps have any buys from prior to the news being released. They'll put their stops below there and look for price to continue to expand to the upside. Price tapped those stops, broke a short-term high, opened up a fair value gap, came back, tapped into the fair value gap, and began to expand to the upside. Initially, I was like, we might tap into that, but then I changed my take profit objective and opted to place a projection fib. This fib is anchored from this low of that wick over there all the way up to that candle over there, just after that down close one, the opening price. I'm looking at these consecutive down close candles as one individual order block, and that's where I've attached or anchored my fib to. After that, I have obviously a -2 and a -2.5 level, and as well as a -4. In this particular trade, I took my profit once we got to the -2. I called it a day. Will price proceed? Probably. It is what it is. But for me and the trade that I framed and what I was looking for, I was looking at price expanding from this area here up to this area. And that is indeed what happened. So for me, successful day. I'm happy, I'm satisfied. CPI killed. I took a position early in the day though, before the CPI and the Nasdaq during London. I thought price would perhaps sell off. That was round about, perfect. You can still see it. You can still see it. Let me just scribble this a bit. Just want to show everyone. Somewhere around here. But obviously I covered, You know what it is. There was a breaker I tried selling, an inversion fair value gap I tried selling, and another higher fair value gap I tried selling. But obviously my stop was there, got taken out. And yeah, man, if 3 PD arrays get violated, your ass is next. I took it as is, sat on my hands, and I was at least presented with this beautiful buy opportunity, as you can see here. Where I anticipate price going from now, it can be anyone's guess, but we'll see. I'm looking to take something in the afternoon, and then perhaps probably tomorrow, and then Friday, not so much, but we'll see. Thank God for the skill. Thank you for your time, and more updates to follow.